Hey everybody, welcome back to Landshark Garage. Did you think we forgot about you? No, we didn't. In this episode, we got a lot of crap to do. Here we go. So if you remember from the previous episodes, the old, I can't remember, snake charmer, snake wrestler, snake eater, snake biter, snake eater. I think it was the snake eater. Well, she's not the snake eater anymore. Officially has become the Landshark. Woohoo! We've been waiting for them plates for a month. So here's what's left on this unit. We need to get the exhaust done. I got to take it down to the guy that does our exhaust, and he's going to put everything all the way back to this area instead of up in that area where you can't hear. We finally got everything for that. We have a windshield coming in transit, maybe going to be here, should be here, should have been here a month ago, didn't show a month ago, went to another place, got another one coming. So anyway, a windshield, because this one won't make the cut out on the hard, mean streets of South Dakota. Otherwise, other than a persistent transmission leak that we're going to address, probably not in an episode, but we're going to take care of it. We figured out what it was. Dipstick tube just isn't biting in the ding, 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 the where it goes into the transmission. I don't know if it's an O-ring, what it is, but everything seems to be puking out of there. So you come out and you've got this huge bloodbath. Miss Landshark and I took about 10 days off and went up to northern Minnesota in a camper and hung out and relaxed and rewound and revitalized ourselves. And now we're back at it. Here's another thing. Look at that hood. We have been fighting this hood. Unbelievable. Trying to get this to line up. Never had this kind of problem. Look, gotta have your own hood opener. Never had this kind of problem with the hood where it just doesn't. I can't get it to line up. So there's a theory here in my head. No air cleaner because I want to make sure that's not affecting the hood. Took the latch off just to make sure. I don't know if these are supposed to do this. Maybe. You guys know? It needs to tweak a little bit. We get it tweaked, close it, open it back up, close it again. It's off to one side again. So I don't know if... I just don't know. I don't know, man. Don't know. Goes up and down nice. This sure as hell moves around a lot. This hinge area here. Keep in mind, not the original hood, not the original fenders. Landshark, prior life as snake eater, hit Bambi. So I don't think everything seems to be usable. The front nose piece, no, that's, you know, that's not original either. Might not even be the same year, but I should be able to work this all out so that stuff lays down. So that's another thing we're just noodling on. That being said, let's go out in the wind. All it does in South Dakota is be windy. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Such a good boy. Yeah, stay. Anyway, remember this guy? It's been a hot minute since we played with this. 1977 Chevrolet 3+3 crew cab, a long box, two-wheel drive, 454 cubic inches of raw big block power, 110,000 miles on it. Horrible rust. So long I can't fit it in the garage. So I work on it out here when we get a chance to work on it. This is our fall deal. We're going to try and get a lot of stuff done on it. A lot of stuff. See, look at all this stuff. A lot of stuff done on this fall, so maybe we can get the interior back in it, which is taking up space in our storage shed. But a little chewy, not bad, you know. Bluetooth rocker here, not a big deal. We'll whack that out of there. Close. Oh, my door closed nice. 1.5 inch lower in the back. Don't know if I'm going to go much lower with that, because we might want to pull the old hideout with that. That'd be cool. Like I said, 110,000 miles. We've done this side somewhat. I mean, floorboards are done. Floorboards done. Rockers are done. Back rocker needs to be finished. It's still Bluetooth. This door is a little squishy because I'm sure it's not attached. Yep. Big back window. It's beautiful orange paint, white insert. Got all the trim for it. It's got the luggage rack. Yeah. That's where they used to haul bales. Chicken chasers that don't work. So here's a few things we're going to be doing with this. It's in horrible need of a carburetor, and I just so happen to have the one that was on the Camaro, that Rochester. I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to put this fender on, and the fender insert, wheel well insert, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to take the AC off of it, but we're going to put it back on. This is just, I don't know. I don't think it's supposed to do that. I'm not a big AC guy, but this should turn. I think this should turn. You know what I mean? I think this is an A6. Just like any good tractor would have on it. But, so I'm going to pull all the lines and stuff off just to make it a little easier to work on it. It needs some valve cover gaskets because it smokes like a, you know, 5-pack a day Camel smoker. But we're going to put the carburetor on, put that fender on, get this trued up, and do some de-rustification down in this area. Try and get the rockers on. Gonna leave the doors for right now. Trying to find some good donor doors. I've got some door skins, but I'm not real keen on putting them on, so we'll see what happens there. Got this little problem right here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's broke completely in half. So got different manifold for it. Try and get that stuck on. Get this so we can schmove it around the yard. I drove it up here. I probably started it 35 times and 22 feet, but it did drive up here. But the carburetor on here is just, it's tired. So I will put the Rochester from the Camaro on here for now. Take that one down to my carb guy, Mr. Dr. Rochester, and let him rebuild that, and then I'll just put it back on there, because I don't know if the Rochesters are bigger for a big block, smaller for a small block. Don't know. Mrs. Landshark hates when I do this. She just like hates this. Do you know why they put these coils in here? So that when the body flexes, you don't break any lines. There's a fun little fact you probably already knew, but now you know even less. So that's what we're going to get after. I'm excited to get this thing back in and going. If you watched any of the videos of when we worked on this and saw it in our huge Landshark Garage, you know that that door right there barely closes when this thing's on the front wall. So we're gonna hope we can do a lot of this stuff outside until we can get the Landshark out, put the 3+3 in, maybe do work on this for the winter. We'll see. Always a project, always fun. So we have the box sides for the 3+3 in the garage, working on them. They're off of a different vehicle, so we had to do some modifications to get the gas hookups or the gas fills on both sides. But we did a little Herculiner thing on here, and it didn't take very well. So we're probably going to end up redoing that. I think it's probably has to do with the prep that we did, but look at how discolored it is just from being out in the sun and stuff. We did this a couple of years ago. You know, this started out was going to be like a 2-month project, and I don't know. I know we've had it 2 years, easy. So that's on the run for the winter. Anyway, over the summer, we acquired a lot next to us. You remember there, some of our older videos, there was a family house that was next to us, and it caught fire and was not salvageable. So we bought the lot, trying to get some grass growing there. Got a lot of weeds growing, not really a lot of grass. I also remember we used to have the S10 drag truck. I sold that to a buddy of mine's son, and he is going to drag race it this coming year, hopefully. They're working on putting a motor in it. I think he's going to do some YouTube stuff on that, so once he starts his channel up, we'll follow along with that. So here's the 49. Hasn't been out for quite a while. Got a horrible rear mainsail leak. Let me see if we can get you a shot of the underside of that. But yeah, anyway, so this is just kind of hanging out here in our gravel that we put down. You saw us tear down the small block Chevy that we're going to put in it this winter. So we'll get the machine work done on that, get that motor ready to go, stick that in hopefully this winter yet. This is a real simple project on the 49 when you start doing engines, because this whole front end comes off with about 6 bolts, and it's really easy to work on. But that's our pride and joy. This is Mrs. Landshark 68. You guys have all seen that. We got big plans for this. Hopefully this winter we are going to convert this from a long box to a short box. Kind of a big undertaking, but we're not worried about it. It was time for a new paint job. This single stage Sherwin-Williams paint that we put on it still looks pretty good when you get it all buffed out, but it's time to switch things up a little bit. So the short box conversion is a kit you get. I'm working with a company trying to get a kit that we can put in there, shortens it down to short box frame. You just got to change a few things. It's a real simple setup, and then you cut the box sides. You know, a couple different rules or trains of thought on that depending on what you look at. Some people cut it twice, some people cut it once back here and then take the front end supports out and move them back. I'm not sure what we're going to do. We'll have to look at that when we start digging and dagging on it, but like I said, it's time to do some work on her. Maybe we'll get rid of them big tractor tires in the back. I don't know, I like them. We might go a little bit lower in the back too. This is a fun project. You know, we put the 400 in it. It runs fairly good now. We just haven't really had the chance to drive it. Life gets in the way. Got a new lot, had to buy a damn riding lawnmower. Kind of nice to have, but yeah, we don't really have any plans to build a new Landshark Garage or anything like that. We're just gonna keep doing what we do. But so that's what you got to look forward to. Probably not going to be a lot of work done in this episode since it's Monday morning and we'd like to put our videos out about 4 o'clock Monday afternoon. This is probably all you're going to get is just a taste of what's to come. But hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We love that you're following. Like, subscribe, set your notifications, all that fun stuff. Go check out our merch. I'm just kidding, we don't have any merch. But you know, maybe one of these days. Oh, that doesn't look right. That should be plugged in better than that. Got a hitch in case we got to pull something. Race car trailer, something like that. Who knows? Maybe that's what that Camaro will do. Maybe we'll take it to the track a few times, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Never forget, drive your shit. And if you can't drive it, make it so someday you can drive it. We'll see ya. God, I love this truck. I suppose since I got that up on jack stands, I'm gonna try and fix the hemorrhaging in that. I have to turn the heat on pretty soon. South Dakota, can't live without it.